Previously on the Neverhood. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play the Neverhood. Today we're going to get out of this first original courtyard area and visit some newer parts of the Neverhood. So let's go ahead and head over there. We've pressed all three buttons to unlock the door in the Cochlear Cave here, so that's where we're heading to. But of course, first we have to fight against this stupid first-person navigation thing that they have set up. So there we are, all three lights lit up, and that unlocks the door for us. Which opens up to a bridge of some sort, and more of the same. Hey, there's that cannon that we saw shooting the robot. Yeah, we saw it out a window too. So you might notice those birdie gargoyle things. That's the bridge we used originally to see the weasel chase scene. And there's nothing really in that direction. So that's about it. So this is an interesting contraption. We're going to see a couple more of these, but they have some weird glyphs on them that really don't make sense at the moment. They don't match up to the glyphs we saw earlier in the room glowing in the dark. So they're a separate set of glyphs from those. But before we check out the cannon, why don't we go visit this yellow house here first? I like the look and feel of this room a lot, just the yellow tendrils kind of poking out of the brown there. That's pretty cool. And here we get another fun little easy puzzle. We just got to match the shapes on the chunks of clay here to those up on top. If you mess up, obviously, the chunks of clay will all fall down in random places, like that. But it's pretty easy. Just gotta visualize how the shape is gonna conform and move around. It's not really all that hard. And you might notice that we're building a little bridge here, which, with enough time, there we go. And there's some water blocking it. Now, if you haven't gotten yet, it's a representation of the bridge outside that we just walked on. So if we drain the water somehow, we're able to lower it and go down below somehow. Clayman seems very excited just sitting in that chair. cheating there in that scene. You might have noticed that the blue clay becomes blue-colored water as it drains out, and then becomes blue clay again. I guess they didn't really want to use all that much clay to make that draining scene. I'm sure it'd be annoying. But notice here that that first set of glyphs that we saw in the dark room is actually the vertical coordinates here for this cannon. Now we don't have the horizontal coordinates. So firing the cannon right now doesn't really do anything, but as soon as we get those, I'm sure we'll do something fun with it. Anyway, I think it's time to go ahead and lower that bridge to get down to the bottom of the drained pool there and see what's going on. There looked like a satellite tower over there. And I accidentally walk in the wrong direction here, so just give it a second till I turn around. I know I've talked about this already, but you can just see how cumbersome the movement is in the first-person view. It's literally just, you know, a set of video clips joined together, much like Myst. And there we go. We drop down the bridge, and now we can walk down to the bottom. Not sure why Clayman would have slipped there. It's not like the steps were wet or anything, as they were above ground there. And so there seems to be a drain in that direction and a yellow house here with the satellite dish. Let's check out the satellite house first. Hey, another disc to watch. Also a radio. The radio does not seem to be working right now, so we might have to find a way to get it to work. And let's take a look at that drain over there. Well, that doesn't look like a place we really want to go into. It seems like it'd be dangerous. Let's go jump on this cart instead. We don't want to die, do we? And here we get to yet another really annoying part of the game. I turn on the fast forward cheat here. This makes Clayman go at double speed, which is the only thing that makes this thing tolerable. This section is one big maze along this wall here, with obviously a bunch of dead ends and nothing all too obvious to check out. There's no real... Sorry, stop there for a second, because I want you all to hear the radio there. The radio is playing some sort of song, along with some sort of cowbell in the background. That's important, whether or not you realize it. So, as I said, there's really nothing here to press. All the important things on this maze are either seen or heard, much like the radio, or much like what's coming up in a bit here. So if you're unaware of what you're looking for, you might miss it. I mean, it is kind of obvious, but like these test tubes here, they are a solution to a puzzle much later on. And if, well, not that much later on, but if you don't memorize those, you're kind of shit out of luck. And here's a dead end. And if you don't memorize those, you have to do a long chain of events to get all the way back here to look at the test tube values. So, and the first time I played this, I actually did that. Just said, oh, hey, test tubes, whatever. Never bothering to write down what they represented. And when I actually got to the point where you need to use what you remembered, it was not there. And so Had to go all the way out and all the way back here, which took forever. The backtracking in this game takes forever. It's ridiculous. And there we go, cannon made by Hoborg, no Clog, whoever that is. And we're actually just about done here with the double speed sheet. It's actually very, very tolerable, not too bad at all, but considering this section would have taken at least twice as long without it, it's pretty easy to see why this would be so painful. And we're keep going up and up and up. There must be something important there, right? Nope, not really. It's just Willy's room. Willy's a bit of slob. There's a painting of Dad on it. Notice that it's not Hoborg, it's one of the other rulers. I believe Autoborg, but I could be mistaken, because I don't remember for sure who made Willy. And that's about it up there. There's really nothing to see, but you might think that's important to memorize, because, once again, everything here is either seen or heard. There's nothing to push, nothing to read, nothing like that at all. And then we head all the way back. I do like that if you're paying attention to the background of the game, you do see the track marks all over the backs of the walls. It's pretty easy to see when, like to the right here or above, but even in the first areas of the game, you can see tracks leading all over the place, which is where we've been. So it's really nice for continuity that they kept up with all the tracks and where they belong. So somehow we still have to turn the radio on. We do know the station we'd like to hear, but we don't know how we should turn on the radio. The station being obviously what we heard when we were riding around in the little car. So first things first, we gotta raise the bridge, because we can't get to the other part of the Neverhood from here. And see if Willy has any advice for us. This is actually a pretty tricky puzzle here of how to figure out the radio. And we're just going to cut into this room and head down to the mailbox. And Willy literally gives you the solution to the puzzle. Yes, the fifth ring up top, you gotta pull it once, and it will turn on the radio. It's not quite obvious. If you do notice that when we pull it, it's going to make a cowbell sound, much like the sound the radio was making earlier. That's about your only hint. But the game is nice enough to give you the letter that literally tells you how to solve the puzzle. See, there's the same cowbell sound. And now let's warp all the way back to the bridge room and lower the bridge back down. So yeah, notice there's tracks all over the place. And with that, we can finally check out that radio. There we go, it's all nice and lit up.
My gravy love, potato love.
Now the radio is a really, really cool part of the game in my opinion. There's a lot of really neat little sound gags and stuff on there. I'm just going to show them off quickly here, but I will make a bonus video showing off all the radio stations. There's that song we wanted to set it to, but let's see what happens if we keep going further down.
Let's rock.
It's pretty amazing how many little gags they have on this thing.
Sound effects record number 32. Man reading. Man relaxing. Sound effects record number 33. Man facing backwards taking a shower.
And with that, we are done. So let's head it back to that Bo 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 song and see what happens when we set it to it. And the door's open. The door that was blocked earlier with the yellow brick is no longer blocked. So this kind of shows you the track and the radio station there. I don't know why, because you already solved that puzzle. And hey, another set of test tubes, except this one's really easy to get to. There we go, orange, yellow, purple. They all look kind of gross. So let's pull this other fly trap thingy here, maybe? Or take a look at... yeah, the fly trap thingy here. Let's pull it. Hopefully no giant spider comes out. Nope, it just turns on the lights. And that machine has Bobby written on it. This could be a tough or an easy puzzle here. Seems like nothing's happening right now, but if you go outside and pull that string again, you'll turn off the lights and it'll make a nice little light show there for you. Now the significance of Bobby will be seen in a second here. So there we go. Let's see if you can figure out what Bobby means. So yep, it's actually representing the colors here. It does, for some people, it does take a lot of time to, put two and two together here. I know my friend was stuck in this part for a long time because he couldn't figure out what to set the crystals to. And hey, some more test tubes. So if we fill this up to the markers mentioned in the window, that's right, it makes Clayman big again. So let's just use the machine again and try going through that mouse hole over there. And this is where the game becomes an asshole. To make yourself big in this room, you need the combination from when you wrote it on the little car. And if you didn't write it down or didn't realize that it was significant, then this happens. Yep, Clayman spits it out. and you can't skip this animation. Now, you might have also noticed that the test tubes here fill up by the half marks instead of the full marks as the ones outside. So trial and error here would take you quite a bit of time to figure out what the right combination is. The only other solution is to go back outside, unshrink yourself, undo the radio puzzle, get back on the car, check the test tubes, and then do this all over again. It's really annoying. But good thing I wrote that down, because here we are, making ourselves big again. And hey, another disc. Those are always nice. And now we're stuck here. We can't make ourselves small again, so we can't fit through that hole, and there's no real way out, it seems. There's a bunch of statues here. Let's take a look. Looks like a little couch or a brain with legs. A lot of these are former kings or whatever, children of the father. But there's way more than 7 of them here, so I'm not sure what some of these are. Here's Hoborg. Weird dog thing. Some sort of rabbit guy. And a potato thing. And here's a window here. If you look here, you can see the backs of the test tubes, but you can't really tell what they are. So, yep, no help there. Now, how do we get out of this room? Well, there's a pretty obvious button in one of these statues that you just have to press. There we go. And that makes the ladder drop down. No animation for the ladder either, just sound effects. And with that, we end up in front of yet another TV. So let's pick up this last video and watch it. And I will see you folks next time.
Hoborg thought this world would make him happy, but it make him sad. Walking around his big, beautiful new world make him feel all alone. But then Hoborg get him an idea. He said,
I know. I'll make a friend to enjoy this world with me.
Hoborg happy to have a new friend. He named him Clog and welcome him to the Neverhood.
Everything you see here is yours to enjoy. You and I shall spend all our days here together. With you by my side, I'll make more...
Crown!
No! No, Clog. This crown is the only thing that you cannot have. I am ruler of this world, the Neverhood, and a ruler needs his crown. Surely you can understand that. Now go and explore your new home, while I go back to my throne room to plan some more people to make.
So Hoborg go to make more friends, and Clog start thinking bad things. Sitting in the throne room, Hoborg start thinking about who he make next.
Huh? What? My crown!